Okay.
We were talking about Jesse with
Jesse. So
pets.
the Jesse Pets thing.
Alexandra on Streamlabs
One more
says,
time.
"Good morning, Jesse and crew. We got a couple puppies for our kids. They're only 9 weeks and are already starting to protect the yard. Do you have any memories of your pets while growing up in Alabama?"
A little bit. I had a dog called Tony, and Tony was amazing. Except in my days when I had a pet, we kept the dog outside.
Enzo.
The dog did not live in the house.
Tony.
But when we got up in the morning and opened the doors, the first thing the dog would do is run
has
into the
Italian
house for sure.
names like
Happy
that?
to see us. But it was fun. I never got into pets in the way that human beings are doing today. Human beings are looking for love, so they think the dog love them. But that's about it for me. But congratulations to the kids. I wish you well with them and the pets.
What is he even talking about, man? I mean, look at dude. Listen. All right. When I was a kid, when I was in college, right out of college. All right. You know what's going on right now with like the Alex Stein guy, and he goes to all these different things.
Yeah.
He goes to the different county meeting and stuff like that and does. I didn't do that, but I like wrote, I had a background in speech writing and I wrote like a sick speech. Believe it or not, I could write a sick speech. Okay. Yeah. And well, you see the content creators credo.
Yes, I have.
And so I know all these like rhetorical devices or whatever that like, oh shit, the people start paying attention. And I did that a couple times at these different events throughout my lifetime, right? One in particular was when back home in St. Pete, there's a place called Shell Island. Shell, and oh my God, I would love to get Toby on. Let me try to get, I'm sorry.
We need to bleep that out.
Mr. Wright. Let me see if he'll
even answer.
Yeah.
He'll probably answer.
You have that on?
Yeah.
No, I don't.
I can't hear it. Hello?
Yep.
Hello?
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 Can't hear anything.
Can you hear me?
Hey, Dave Wright.
Yes.
We're on the air right now. I was wondering if you could do me a favor. We're about to talk about dogs. There's a little segment. We just played a video and we're talking about this guy, Jesse Lee Peterson. He says that people who have pets, they're just wanting love.
Yes.
I was going into this whole thing about Shell Island from when I was a young adult. And I believe you were there at the county meeting where I said this speech about outlawing dogs and beer on Shell Island. Do you recall that?
Yeah, I remember that.
Can you tell what you recall from that thing, that event?
Well, you were going for like letting dogs roam around the Shell Key Preserve. But I was against that, putting dogs on. I wanted dogs to be on leashes because the dogs do go out and they harass birds that are nesting and stuff like that. But besides the fact is, I remember when you did that, and you're basically going against the big condos and the Audubon Society. The Audubon Society wanted to use your dogs as an excuse to shut down that island.
Yeah.
And it's such bull crap, like how they say they're such for the birds and all that stuff, but yet they let them put up all these condos, and now they put a jetty out there that closed in the pass, so now coyotes and raccoons can get on the island, and they just destroyed all the nests on the island. So they used your dogs as an excuse to build condos right there and close in the pass and connect the Shell Key Preserve with the condos, so the people that buy these $1 million condos have beachfront property.
But what can you recall about specifically wasn't it an awesome speech? I mean, I remember for years I would meet people, and they're like, we'd talk about, I don't know, just to give people like a little explanation. There was an island called Shell Island back in Tampa Bay, and people would go there and they would party, they would drink, they would bring their boats, they would tie up right off of their
dogs.
They would bring the dogs, and then at some point, the city or the county, I forget who, decided to outlaw
the condos.
What?
The condos did it,
but the condos can't do it. They
yes,
appealed.
The condos paid politicians to go against people going out there partying.
Okay, but the politicians did it though in the end.
Yeah, the politicians and Autobahn Society did it. The condos gave the money to the Autobahn Society and to the politicians to fight it.
Yeah, and did they say that the dogs would messes with the birds? Is that what it was?
Yeah, that's what it was. But what they did when they closed in the pass is way worse than letting dogs out there.
So what I did is I wrote this speech about, since the history, because they were saying they're trying to turn it into a nature preserve. And I said, what are you talking about? Since the beginning of time, of human beings have been, first of all, cultivating alcoholic beverages like beer, which you're trying to outlaw. That's a part of our nature. and our bond that we share with the canine. And I talked about the history of the wolf and how domesticating the wolf into, a friend that helped us to, basically a lot of people think we co-evolved, that's the only lower form of life, that is with us all the time. Humans are always with dogs, and they helped us to hunt. They gave us companionship. To think that they don't love us genuinely or we don't love them, I think Jesse Lee Peterson is losing, having that outlook. It's a negative outlook, and I think that animals have spirits just like we have spirits. I think that this stupid mutt who's laying right beside me, he has a life and he's deserving of that life. I don't know, but anyway, that was the major point. The major point was just that, really, but. Anyway,
but it's just the dogs. They do help people. They help people to come back from war. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, they do. Oh my God, you're absolutely right. And plus, they help us fight wars. They have war dogs.
Yeah, but they have it for people for mental health problems. Like if somebody's having a manic episode, they can tell that. Somebody has cancer, they can smell that. They're a highly intelligent
and very
mammal.
And very capable.
Look at this.
Yeah, we've been working with
Wikipedia
dogs
right here
for years for security, everything back in the day.
You're absolutely right.
I forgot about that too. Security, like
oh
defense.
Yeah.
Somebody trying to come up on your camp.
They would alert you. They would alert you. They would probably help.
Enzo did that with you during your break-in.
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. And I have a great bond. Hey, that'd be great to say to Jesse. Hey, Jesse, you talk about really? Your self-defense. You're talking about guns, right? You support guns, right? You don't support getting a pet?
Hold on, I'm gonna say it like this. Imagine a U.S. soldier. I remember the picture. I would have to send it to you later, or in a little bit. And he's running towards whatever, and he has a German Shepherd attached to his back. How much more, sorry to say it, but kind of badass can you be than having a attack dog on your back to just let go and go attack? Look
at this from Wikipedia. Human canine bond.
Yeah.
Human canine bonding is the relationship between dogs and humans. The bond can be traced back at least 15,000 years to the Bonn Oberkassel dog that was found buried with two humans. For centuries, dogs have been labeled as man's best friend, offering companionship and loyalty to their human counterparts. This is evident in most homes where dogs are domesticated. Children and adults have cordial relationships with all types of dogs. So that's it. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for helping me tell that story really quick. Mr. Dave Wright, I appreciate you, and go bless yourself.
Have a great day.